Hello, GMS students, staff, and families. Shion Chris here. We've reached the end of another week, a long week in many ways. It was a good week for training and one-step self-defenses, but a rough week in many other ways. The stay-at-home order is almost at the end of its third month. Fortunately, we're starting to see the slow reopening of various areas of the state. That means that we are getting closer to in-person training in our dojos. We're looking forward to the reopening of the Webster Dojo around the beginning of July, as well as the Galway Dojo starting up with outdoor classes at the beginning of July. I've been thinking all week about what message I wanted to share with you this weekend. I like my messages to be about something that motivates you and makes you think. It's never my desire to have my messages be a downer. Sometimes, though, we must speak about those negative things to make ourselves better. In recent weeks, myself and others in our martial arts community have expressed our views on recent events and our desire for things to be better for everyone. Sometimes we've been attacked. Sometimes we've been supported. Sometimes we've been told that we shouldn't share these things on pages that promote our schools. As members of the community, we have a responsibility not only to build the character of our students, but to display that character in ourselves. Sometimes that means calling out injustices and promoting actions to right those injustices. I often say rights come with responsibilities, and responsibility comes with rights. We must exercise both, or we have no business being part of the community. There are two topics I want to address in this message. The first is about leadership and integrity. Many often confuse leading and ruling. They are not the same. Rulers are looking out for their interest. Leaders are looking out for the interests of everyone. Leaders know that they don't have all the answers, but they will work with a team to seek out solutions to issues and problems. Good leaders are known for their integrity, which means that they will do the right thing even when no one's looking or that they won't get credit for it. Leadership and integrity are two qualities that we try to develop in all of our students. We're not expecting our students to become world leaders, but we're expecting them to become valued members of their communities. Each of us will make mistakes. Each of us must take responsibility for those mistakes, and each of us must strive to do better. We should expect this of all our elected officials, regardless of their party. We should expect them to work together to make things better for all. We need to stop vilifying those who are actually trying to do something just because they're from a party that we don't support. We need to stop praising those from parties that we support when they are actually doing very little, especially when it's just to get a pat on their own back. The next thing I want to talk about is something that has been brought up many times, not just this week, but for many, many years. That is the celebration of Confederate persons, monuments, and symbols. This week I've seen many posts claiming that these Confederate icons represent heritage, pride, and history, rather than oppression or slavery. First, I would like to say that all of us need to recognize that everyone that participated in the Confederacy was a traitor. They committed treason against the United States. That treason should not be celebrated. They committed those acts of treason to preserve their state's right to slavery for their economy. Removing monuments and banning the display of the Confederate flag is not erasing history. Renaming military bases is not erasing history. History is erased when its accuracy is removed from history books. We would be appalled if the Germans had erected monuments to the Nazi leaders and continued displaying the Nazi flag. So we should be appalled at monuments of Confederate leaders, monuments that many of those leaders did not want, and waving of the Confederate flag, the Confederate battle flag, no less. Some have tried to justify the Confederate flag by describing its features as religious in nature. I think we can all agree that no faith would stand behind those interpretations in this day and age. We should all be disturbed at any religious justification of the Confederate battle flag. When we don't accept that the state right that the Confederacy was fighting for was slavery, then we are erasing history in that action. We didn't erase Benedict Arnold, and there's no monument to him that bears his name or displays his likeness. So why should we have monuments to the other traitors? I've said many times that we are better than this. We must rise above these times. We will continue to train our students to be members of this community with high character. We will not accept any action or displays that will allow us to make any member of society less important than any other. We all have a responsibility to stand up and do the right thing. When we isolate ourselves or remain silent, we are supporting those that want to abuse and oppress. I believe in all the members of the Golden Eagle Martial Arts family, as well as the members of our extended martial arts family, to do our best to stand up for everyone, especially for those that can't always stand up for themselves. Okay, GMA students, here's your challenge for this week. This one, once again, involves Sanjuni, Kihonwaza, the 32 basic techniques. What we're going to do is we're going to take that technique and we're going to execute it 5 times. And we're going to do it the same way that we do the basic bow staff kata. Okay? So we're going to start off facing the front, complete the routine. We're going to turn 90 degrees to our left. Do it again. Turn 90 degrees to our left. Do it again. Turn 90 degrees to our left. Do it again. And then turn 90 degrees to the left when we should be facing the front once more. And do it again. Okay? I'm going to do that for you in just a second. I want to see in the comments below you sharing a video of you doing the same thing. Okay? Only thing is I'm going to do it. I'm going to start off at a 45-degree angle to the camera and do it so that you can see me doing it in all the directions. Okay? Remember, this needs to be done in a horse stance. The other thing is that when you're in your horse stance, when you go to turn it the next time for the next execution or the next repetition of it, I want you to jump up and come back down into a horse stance, just like we practice in class sometimes. All right? Here we go. Okay, there you go, folks. 5 times facing 4 different directions. Remember, I want to see videos of you doing it. Share them up on our Facebook page. All right? Have a great weekend, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed this video. We want you to enjoy all of our videos. We hope that you learn from our instructional videos, are entertained by our demonstrations, and you celebrate our competition and tournaments. Please subscribe to our Golden Eagle Martial Arts channels. And after subscribing, ring the bell down below to make sure you receive notifications when we post new content. Some of our instructional videos are unlisted and can't be found on our channels. You can view those videos by becoming a member of our website, www.jimakarate.com. We look forward to more teaching and entertaining and hope that you will join us. Have a great day.